Happy Friday and welcome into the PHNX Sun Devils show presented by Circuit Resorts and Casino. It's here, Pac-12 Media Day, joined as always, Shane Diefenbach.
Hello.
And joined sometimes, Coach Kenny Dillingham.
Hello.
Coach, how's your day been today? Feel like jam-packed with interviews from start to finish.
Yeah, it's a busy day, but talking to people is the easy part. Winning games the hard part.
What do you think has been the most asked question of you today?
How does it feel to be back home? How do you awake the sleeping giant, per se, whatever that saying is?
That one.
What do you think about Bo Nix? So those are the three easy ones that people just keep throwing my way.
Yeah.
Well, Coach, what do you think about Bo Nix?
Do you want me to answer, or do you want me to send you to, one of the other 97 answers? He's an unbelievable human, man. I'm so happy for him to be able to try to achieve what people said he couldn't achieve anymore. He had a goal as a high school kid coming out to win the Heisman, to do all these great things, and then everybody counted him out. And he thought his dreams and his aspirations that he dreamt of since he was 4 years old were over. And even last year, nobody believed in it. And now this year, it's like, whoa, all these things can actually happen again? Mm-hmm. How many times in your life do you have dreams? Do people think you're going to achieve them? And then they erase them. And then you can actually achieve them again. It's just pretty unique and special, and I'm rooting for him. Every week but 1 week, and he knows that.
Coach, you brought it up, just the questions that you've been asked all day. What's something that maybe people haven't asked you that you wish they would have? Is Jalin Conyers going to eventually be in the WWE? Well, that would be a good question. And the answer is probably yes.
I don't know. That's your guys' job. Why are you trying to get me to do your job?
Look, we brought Jalin in to do a podcast, and he's turned out all right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we thought we'd just hand it over to you.
Okay, speaking of Jalin, Jalin and Jordan are out here representing ASU for Media Day. What are those two like, and why are those two the two that were chosen to represent ASU?
Well, you have a guy like Jalin who's just an unbelievable person. When you say our program, we're going to be good people, I want good people. He's a good person. He's somebody you would want to babysit your kid, marry your daughter. He's a good person, and he just happens to be an elite player on top of that, and that's rare. And you have a guy like Jordan who is fiery and competitive and intense, and you need that. That's what good teams are made of. They're made of both. They're made of people that we brought. And if those two personalities can mesh together and our team can take those two personalities and build off both of them, right, I think we have the culture we're looking for.
Absolutely. Kenny, since you've been back, what's been the high point for you? Maybe just a moment where you sat there and you were like, wow, I'm here.
Obviously my intro, my introductory press conference, that was really it. And then I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I've just been going. I haven't sat and thought, oh, I'm so great to be here. No, it's been how do we get better?
Yeah.
What do I got to do to get better? What's the next step? What's the next step? We get a task accomplished. Okay, what else can we get accomplished? It's not, oh, let's take a breath and cherish this moment that we have here. It's no, go get better every day, all the time.
Yeah.
Jalin kind of outed you in one of those special moments. Did you rip your pants?
I did.
In the first meeting?
I did.
How so?
I blacked out. I don't really remember. I mean, I got in there. If you guys haven't figured it out, I'm an emotional human.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't hide. I wear my feelings on my sleeve. I cry. I laugh. I joke. I'm intense. I'm like the guys know there's not much. And in that moment, it just I don't know what I did, but I ripped my pants and kicked my shoes off. I mean, I probably did a whole bunch of things that they would tell you that I don't even remember.
It's funny. Everyone's always so fascinated with, you as a person, and obviously, like, you're just being you. You're an emotional human being, but all you want to do is just watch football, play football, coach. What is a thing that you are, one, excited to do now that you're on the field and not in the box, and what's something you kind of think you're going to have to figure out when you're down on the field?
I'm excited to be able to verbalize game day adjustments on a whiteboard in person. Never done that. I've always been the guy saying, hey, draw this, draw this, draw this. All right, put the headset on him, right? And have to play, telephone to make adjustments. I'm excited to be down there and be able to go down there and walk up to Coach Ward and say, listen, they're sliding the pro to the back instead of away from the back. That was in the game plan. We need to bring more to the back pressures or away from the back pressures. And then, or they're checking away from your field blitz. And then be right there and communicate and draw it up and do the same thing for the offense. If you get this look again, I want to check this or I want to get into this. I'm excited for that. I'm excited to be in the heat of the moment and to be able to look eye to eye with kids and have that communication.
Now, what about something that you are kind of, still going to have to figure out when you're down there?
Yeah, how loud it is. I mean, I've been in the box. I mean, supposedly it gets loud. I always yell at people like, shut up. Like, just be quiet. We're trying to talk up here. They're like, it's loud. We're trying to quiet them down. So, I'm going to have to get somebody to quiet them down there.
Yeah.
Because, I'm not the biggest person. So maybe Coach Joe's going to have to be our everybody get quiet guy.
Yeah. Coach, pretty early on in the process when it was announced that you were going to be the head coach, you had brought up that you wanted to bring back tradition at Arizona State, Camp T being one of those traditions. Obviously, it's coming up, but what are you looking forward to most about Camp Tantazona and just getting back up there?
I'm looking forward to everybody complaining about no cell phones. Mm-hmm. I know you guys think that's a joke, but I really am. I'm looking to see the kids who show up and all they do is complain about something versus the kids that show up and embrace it. Because that tells you a lot about somebody. Somebody who shows up to practice, oh, I didn't sleep well, and they can't go perform. Well, welcome to week 8. Mm-hmm. Somebody who doesn't want to go have a relationship with their teammates and would rather be on their phone at 3 in the afternoon, right? Are they really buying in? Like, where's the disconnect, right? So I'm really looking forward to the guys having to just struggle a little bit, but can they turn that struggle into a moment and memories that'll last a lifetime? And that's what I'm looking forward to.
You mentioned that the mornings are going to be football, but after that, it's just all team bonding. Do you have anything special planned yet for that? Any events, any hikes or whatever for Camp T?
I do, but I can't tell you because I can't tell them.
That's fair.
So I can't, so maybe when we get closer I can tell you on the down low, but even if I told, Jalin, he would tell the world. So, I mean,
he's probably not the best person.
Not the best person to tell that to.
I want to ask you a little bit about a guy like Xavier Guillory, who I feel like has gone a little bit under the radar from a national perspective, but local media that's been out there that's seen him understands what he is capable of, at least in terms of practice. But what does a guy like Xavier Guillory bring to a team, and then what does he bring to an offense?
More importantly than his physical skills, which you guys saw, he's athletic, he's tall, or he's good length, right? So he's a 6'1" kid that runs, low 4.4. He's got ball skills. He cares so much that if you care 50% of his care level, he made you better. Like, his drive to be successful is so incredible that he's just going to raise the standard of everybody around him. And that's what you're trying to do in bringing in kids. That's what you're trying to do in making a culture is, can you bring people in here who raise the bar, not lower it? Mm-hmm. Not physically from an athletics standpoint, but from how you prepare and how well you care. Because a kid like that's going to make everybody around him better, and it's going to make everybody around him say, man, I need to get out there and do some extra. And he brings that every day.
There's a bunch of guys on your team that might not have been selected to what we thought they should be, the the recognizability from a Pac-12 perspective, obviously talking about the preseason teams, do you feel that they feel slighted a little bit, or is it just us kind of reading too much into it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it means they need to go show them that they're wrong. Like, you can't get mad at people's opinion.
Yeah.
It means that you obviously didn't do enough to demand that they did it. It's like people that get mad if you don't hire them. Like, it's not my job to hire you. It's your job to make me hire you. Mm-hmm. It's not their job to pick you. It's your job to make there be no doubt that they have to pick you. So for me, I don't read into all that because it's your job as a player to leave no doubt. Yeah. So if you want to care about that stuff and you care about all the rankings and all whatever that stuff is, leave no doubt. Don't let them leave you out.
Yeah. Coach, I know it was only a handful of weeks that you really got to see it in action, but how much do you think Jaden Rashada grew as a player and as a quarterback through his first collegiate spring season?
Yeah, I think unbelievable amount. I mean, he learns something new every day, and it clicks and it clicks and it clicks. And through summer's the same thing. You know, I talk about how when you're getting with a quarterback and learning a quarterback and teaching a quarterback, you know, when you teach the scheme, you're in like English 300, right? But before you can even get to teaching the scheme, you have to teach English 101, English 202, intro to, I don't know, commas, whatever it is, right? You have to get all this knowledge before you can even begin to understand what we're trying to accomplish in the scheme and the checks and where we're going with the football. So you have these other veterans who have all those courses, and we come in with the scheme and it's like, okay, I'm here. Then you have the younger guys who come in and we're talking scheme, but then on the back end, you got to teach them 101 and 202 and comma class so they can truly understand what's going on. And he's getting better every day.
Comma class. That sounds like an interesting class.
Yeah, I never took it.
I didn't either.
But we are a top 40 institution
there you go.
in the country and a top 20 public institution in the country. So your old ASU is out. The new academic ASU is in.
With comma classes.
I don't know about those.
You went to Disneyland over the summer, correct?
That's the fact. How'd you know?
What was your favorite ride?
It's a small world. That's what we.
Slaps.
Yeah, well, it was with my little boy, and he just likes to ride it around and around.
Oh no!
And around and around. So it became a really long world after all.
Coach, on that note, before we let you get out of here, just with Pac-12 Media Day obviously coming to a close here in just a bit, we've got fall camp, Camp T, and then before you know it, the season will have started. What's your message at this point with less than 50 days to go to Sun Devil Nation?
Watch our guys play. Don't worry about wins. Don't worry about losses. Watch the passion. That's it.
Coach, thank you as always.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're not going to do magic.
I'm not going to do magic. Well, I'll disappear.
There
I go.
Thanks, Kenny.
Oh, my gosh. Truly.
What a guy.
Mean, the one, the only Coach Kenny Dillingham. We've obviously got Jalin Conyers, Jordan Clark on deck as well. And, I mean, we've got Stewart Mandel. We've got Bo Nix. What did you take away from Kenny Dillingham right there?
And just I felt like I needed a coffee prior to it.
Yeah.
Now I don't. It's just it always is like that. Yeah, he's so great. I wonder if he's been sitting on that joke for a while about it's a small world.
That was a pretty solid
joke.
joke.
Scripted.
That was a solid joke.
Yeah.
And the magic, I just don't even want to acknowledge. We're not even going to acknowledge. Just
we can acknowledge. Hey, whoa. See what you did. He's sensitive.
Yes,
I'm
sorry.
Jalin Conyers is here.
My biggest question to you, Jalin, is just how soon can we get matching pairs of the ramen noodle pajamas?
They're at Target right now, $9.99. I'm not even kidding. I'm up to 27 pairs of pajama pants. True story.
27 pairs of pajama pants.
Dude,
Why? What is the?
They're comfortable.
Yeah, you never come into the studio with pajama pants.
Huh?
Are most of them Walmart ones?
Yeah, no, Target. They're all Target.
Do you get any of your clothes from Target or Walmart aside from pajama pants?
No.
Walmart clothes go crazy.
I'm not wearing Walmart clothes. No offense to Walmart. I love you, Walmart, but not clothes. I get my groceries from Walmart.
You don't know. Walmart's got real
Walmart
clothes.
does not got heat, bro.
Yes, they do. When's the last time you look at men's clothes in Walmart?
You don't go to Walmart.
I looked for a costume one time, and I did look in there. It was all right. It didn't look
It goes
too bad.
crazy. It does.
Maybe, possibly.
Your first media day. What's been the high point, and then
I like what you did there. That was solid.
And
That was
then
solid.
What's been the low point?
High point.
Start with the low point. You can start with the low point.
Talking to the U of A people. That's a simple answer.
Quote of the day.
Yeah, I talked to Saul earlier and talked about how much I hated U of A just for fun, just randomly. But yeah, other than that, that was really the only low point. This has been so fun. It's been a super cool experience.
You're not washed yet?
Bro, I'm tired. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be so geeked when I'm done. Like I'm sick. No, it's been fun. The high point's probably just been like honestly kind of interacting with the other guys on the team. Funny enough, like you would think we hate each other like when we talk to them, but like we literally talk about our games and talk about how dumb we were and how like the stupid plays we made, not even anything good. So it was kind of crazy to talk about that. But yeah, it's been super fun. It's definitely an experience I won't forget. Me and JC have been having fun. So
yeah. Any conversation stand out with another player in the pack?
Another player in the pack that I had a conversation with. I talked to the defensive player from Washington State a little bit, and we talked about how I let Trenton get absolutely murdered on one of the plays. Or he got sacked, but that was about it.
It's crazy that PFF loves you so much.
Huh?
It's crazy that PFF loves you so much.
Yeah, they hype me up, man.
Because they love blocking tight ends too.
They hype me up.
You're one of those, right?
Are you a blocking tight end?
Would you categorize yourself as a blocker?
Absolutely. I don't catch the ball. What are you talking about? I don't catch it at all.
Oh my gosh, man!
You know who I did try to talk to? Actually, I didn't try to talk to them, but they seem too famous for me as the Colorado boys. They just seem too famous for me.
They had too much swag for you, man.
Bro, what? Bro, Shadur's chain was bigger than my hand, bro. Huh?
Do you see Shadur's shoes?
All I saw was shoelaces. I didn't see the shoes part.
Sean did not like the shoes.
I didn't see the shoes. I saw the shoelaces. That was all I saw.
Oh my! This has got to be somewhat of a surreal experience for you. Just like, and they talked a little bit about it on the big stage, right? Where it was like last year, quote unquote, living in the shadows.
Bro, I can't, bro. He's laughing, bro. All right, go, restart. Keep going. Sorry. You can't. I can't.
Can you compose yourself?
Yeah, I'm good.
There we go. Of just like last year, again, like playing behind a guy like Messiah Swinson, and then the offense with Glenn Thomas, we've obviously gotten to that before. And now it is where you really are like the guy for Arizona State. You're representing the team at Media Day from this time last year. Just what have the emotions kind of been like for you?
Honestly, like, it was pretty emotional. I'm not saying I cried, but, like, it's just crazy to think, like, where I was compared, like, this past year compared to now. I was in a spot where I would feel like I was fighting to be on the field last year to now I'm here, like I said, in Media Day. So it's super cool. I'm blessed to be able to represent the team in general, just to be, like, around even y'all and just everybody and getting to have a super cool experience. I'd like to say I talk for – obviously I can't speak for everybody, but I would like to say I talk for all 90 to 100 guys in the locker room, trying to just set a good standard and let people know that we're just not a team to be slouched on and everything like that. So, it's been super fun. It's super, honestly, it's a blessing for sure. And I owe Coach Dillingham a lot of it for putting his trust in me to come over here and kind of represent the team, and even JC too. Me and JC had a great time doing this. It's definitely something we won't forget.
Yeah.
You guys are going to Camp T here soon, and Kenny was talking about it. His favorite part, he said, is going to be when you guys have to live without your phones.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Okay, so I have two perspectives. One, so I'm going to miss social media a little bit, so I'm going to have to get past that. But I think after that, I have so many pranks planned that it's going to be great. There is a big suit costume coming, and that is going to be be fun. A Bigfoot costume coming.
Oh, okay.
Who is the player that you want to prank the most?
Oh, I don't know.
That's kind of hard. Is there a coach?
Messiah's Bigfoot, right?
I would love to get Dilly, but I feel like Dilly's just going to be on his toes. Probably like Coach Reagan, because I feel like he literally pants. So
I feel like Dilly's the guy that would prank you. Like
I'm scared. Yeah, no, I ain't going to let Dilly close to me. I ain't going to lie to you, bro. I love Coach Dilly, but I do not trust him around me in an environment like that. It's not okay.
He low-key kind of snaked us a little bit. He left without doing magic. Can you do magic?
Yeah, do you know magic? You want to try?
I was going to say something, but I'm not going to say it.
Oh, my God.
No, it's not even like that. I was going to say something like
it's always like that.
No. Y'all, listen,
I think I knew where you were going.
Here's the problem with us, guys. We have gotten so much more sus with each other since I've joined this. It's not okay. Shane started it. Shane started it, and then Sean kind of got in on it, and then me and you followed.
Yeah,
I feel like
these two are by
Hold
far
on,
the
I'm
most
not even on the
sus.
show no more. What the hell do you mean I'm in on
It's
it?
because you were sus.
yeah, because you were a little
Unreal.
Yeah, you got kicked off the show.
It's okay. It's just because you look like Drake. So like it's just one thing. Like we can't have fruity people on the. We can't have fruity
Drake,
people on the
Jordan
pod.
Poole, Bad Bunny, I hear it all.
Okay, you can't like. I feel like when you put all three of those dudes together, it might look exactly like
Yeah.
him.
It
Like if you put a little mixture of all
like
three.
Sean. Okay, what about Shane? What celebrity?
You know who you remind me of? I saw this the other day. The dude, like, I feel like if you shaved the mustache and you did the hairdo, you would look like, not Will Ferrell, but the other dude from Step Brothers. I don't know his name, honestly, but he's hilarious.
He is super funny.
I don't know, but no, I don't know magic. I could probably make something disappear or something, but
looks like you got to make yourself disappear because I think you're out of time.
Wow.
out of time on show.
I think
Dang,
you're
already
being
10
pulled.
minutes.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
But this is like, I'm a part of this. So like, what? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, do you? I don't know what you got. They got a clipboard. They got.
I
Looks
mean, you can come back here anytime.
Yeah,
You're welcome
honestly.
to crash the party.
I appreciate that, guys.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
We'll do
Hey,
it. We'll
it's
do
been an
high
honor to be on
highway
your
at the
show.
end.
Jalin Conyers, America's tight end.
America's
That's
tight end.
a crazy statement.
There you go. There you go.
Can we can say Tempe? That'd be cool.
Tempe's tight end.
I would feel cool if we did that a little bit.
But then I feel like
Oh, bro, you gotta. I know it's super random, but bro, the new shirt that I'm getting for me and Bryce Pierre. Oh my God,
You have a
RPB
photo of
boys. No,
Oh, damn.
it's a secret. We're the Reese's Puffs boys
where
now.
can I get a Jalin Conyers sticker?
Yeah.
At Burrito Express.
Oh, let's go.
Absolutely.
There you go. All
right,
Beautiful.
Jalin.
All right, y'all
America's
have a
tight
great day.
end, Jalin Conyers. My gosh, I can't. I just can't do it. Can't do it at all. It's
At least we get to
the
just,
difference in just Kenny and then
Actually,
Jalin.
I feel like there wasn't that much of a
You're right.
difference.
You're right. They're the same person. They're pretty much the same person.
They both got the same build too.
Oh yeah.
The same size, same athleticism.
Oh my gosh.
Can run anybody over.
Anytime it's just
We've been going.
Yeah.
And I feel like we kind of just need to.
take a deep breath.
Yeah.
I mean,
At least we get to go back to Circa after this.
yeah, you're right. We do
Which
get to
is-
get to Circa, and one
Stadium
of
swim
the
boys?
one of the beautiful things that we do have is I've got Wink back at Circa. I am absolutely pumped to just kick my shoes off and just lay in bed, have a Wink. Guys, if you don't know what Wink is, okay, it is available in 7 states currently: Arizona, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Missouri, Arkansas, Ohio, and Maine. It is a great cannabis-infused beverage that delivers a sky-high blast with powerful flavor, guys. It's the perfect THC CBD balance, the golden ratio, if you will, because there's an equal dose of CBD. CBD is like THC's laid-back friend who keeps the party from going off the rails. It's available in either 2.5 milligrams or 5 milligram cans. You can find Wink right here in Arizona. Look for Wink at right there in Arizona. Look for Wink at all Sunday Goods dispensaries in the Valley and in Tucson. Guys, they're now in 12 states nationwide and even recently launched online ordering and home delivery to about a dozen others. To find the fastest way to get your hands on one, go to drinkwink.com.
Yeah, as I said, we get to go back to Circa after this. Maybe go to Stadium Swim. God, that place is great.
It is.
And you know what the best part about it is?
What?
It's adults only. There's no kids running around, no screaming.
Just me.
Yeah, I did put you on my shoulders.
You did, you
which
did.
You guys will see.
Photo's going to drop later.
Yeah. And it's also got, My Heaven, the world's largest sports book. It's 3 stories. It's stadium style. It's wonderful. The food there is great. The drinks there are great. The tables are red hot. And it's phenomenal, especially the Stadium Swim, which, as I said, is one of my favorite places to go. They got 6 pools, 2 spas, 15,000 square feet of wet space, 2 swim bars, cabanas, and super cabanas that can hold up to 50 guests. And our room is fantastic. I mean, the king bed, the shower.
Oh my gosh, the
shower
bed was phenomenal.
Isn't the shower I did not oversell a shower?
No,
right?
no, you did. You did. You sold it perfectly, to be honest with you.
I might have undersold it if I'm being honest.
No, you're right.
It's great, and they got the Legacy Club, which we've been to. They've hooked us up fat. So guys, if you're on Fremont Street, or if you're just in Vegas looking for a place to stay, Circa Resorts and Casino is the way to go.
Yeah, absolutely. We've obviously had the chance to hear from a bunch of different people today, one of which being Bo Nix, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kenny talked about it and just how much he's been asked about the relationship that he has, obviously, with Oregon starting quarterback. We got the chance to hear from him on the big stage a little bit intimately as well. But just before we get into what we have from Bo Nix, what stood out to you in getting the chance to listen to him?
I mean, I've always just been such a big fan of his game, even when he was at Auburn. Like, he is, he obviously was very hot and cold at Auburn, but
Yeah.
you saw flashes of the insane talent that he has and the escapability, and Kenny molded him into what he is now, and he credited Kenny to that. So I've always been such a big fan of him, so getting a chance to talk to him and kind of pick his brain a little bit was pretty great.
Yeah, I think for me, the really cool thing to see, and I think for me, again, getting the chance to watch a guy like Drew Pine play, right, at Notre Dame, is if you watch those two play, there is some serious similarities in the athleticism that they have. Again, the quick release, and I think that is what is probably the most intriguing about a guy like Drew Pine, who's had, I don't want to say an up and down career, but it has been a little bit of a career in the shadows of others at Notre Dame, and even right now at Arizona State, like at least from what we've heard, doesn't sound like he's the favorite to go out and be the starter, but there's so much potential there, which is why I think the comparison to Bo Nix could be a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure.
So, look, we did get the chance again to talk to Bo Nix about Kenny Dillingham. This is what he had to say. Bo, it's, Pac-12 Media Day, and you're here now, Kenny Dillingham on the opposite side of the aisle, kind of. We heard you talk a little bit about it in your presser, but just what did you learn from Kenny Dillingham?
So much. The beginning of my career at Auburn, I learned so much about defense, so much about how defenses play against you, and what their scheme is, and how collegiate defenses is different from high school. And then this past year, learned a lot about scheme. Obviously, he set me up for great success last year with play calling, and I'm just thrilled that he's at ASU now with the chance of a lifetime. That's what he's always wanted to do. So I'm just really proud of him and happy for him that he can go out there and live out his dreams. And he did it at such a young age, which is awesome.
Yeah. What was the moment for you that you knew Kenny Dillingham had what it took to be a head football coach?
Honestly, my freshman year, he was incredible at, what he was good at. He was incredible at explaining things. He had his things that he loved, and so, he communicated those with me, and the conviction and the determination, that he has, the grit and the want to, and how he's just a different coach. He goes by it a little bit different. He's a relational guy. He it's not really about the hype of college football. He just wants to go make an impact on a guy's life.
Yeah, you mentioned Kenny's just a little bit different. It feels like now that he's the head coach, there are people that are finally getting to experience him a little bit as a person. What kind of person is Kenny Dillingham?
He's awesome. He really wants your best interest at heart. He looks out for you. He's relatable. He's honest with you. He's going to tell you sometimes what you don't want to hear, but that's because he wants what's best for you.
Yeah. Obviously, you've been with Kenny now a couple different stops. When he decided that he was going to be going to Arizona State, was there ever just a hint of you that thought about leaving and joining him, or no? It was all Oregon all the time.
Serious? Serious question? No, absolutely not.
Had to
I would
ask.
never left.
Had to ask. Had
No.
to ask, man. Final question: what are fans getting with Kenny Dillingham at the helm?
Well, they're getting a fiery guy that loves ASU. I know that. He talked about it so much. That's his school. That's where he wants to be ultimately. He's going to do a great job. He's going to give them their best. No doubt about it. You're going to get the best out of him. He's going to work harder than almost anybody else in that building. I can assure you that. And they'll be pretty good on offense too. I know that.
Pretty good on offense.
Yeah, that offense will be pretty good.
And the really cool thing to listen to Bo Nix, and I know they've got such a close relationship, but there is not one person that you talk to at Pac-12 Media Day that has a bad word to say about Kenny Dillingham.
I would be so shocked.
But you can talk to people and they're you don't necessarily believe everything that they say, or they say something a certain way and you're like, oh, okay, I kind of get an idea of how you really feel. Everybody that talks about Kenny Dillingham does it in such with such a praise for what he's done and what he is set to already accomplish at such a young age. It really makes you want to buy in to what Kenny Dillingham and Arizona State are doing.
Yeah, it's the thing we always talk about. It's like, I don't want to repeat myself all the time on the show about how great everything looks, and because it gets diluted, and I don't want to act like I don't want to be a cheerleader for this team, but it's so hard to temper expectations with a guy like Kenny. He's just a master motivator, but not only motivated, he's not even trying to motivate. That's just who he is. And I think that really translates well with players. And I think that a guy like Bo, who's had his ups and downs and just wanted to play ball. A guy like Kenny was perfect for that. Like, he didn't want bullshit anymore. He'd want to hear this and that. He didn't want to hear he's the best. Yeah. He just wanted to play ball and get better. And that is all Kenny wants.
One thing that I don't think gets talked enough about Kenny Dillingham is experimentation, right? I think when people think of Kenny Dillingham and the offense that they did at Oregon and Auburn and Memphis and whatever, it's like, okay, they're going to have a great offense because that's what Kenny Dillingham does. That's what he's known for. But in all of his previous stops, when it's been Kenny Dillingham calling the plays and running an offense and designing an offense, that's the thing. It's just been Kenny Dillingham. Now you get here, you get to Tempe, he's the head coach, and he's got a bunch of different pots to really pick from here in terms of developing something a little bit new, right? Like, when ASU comes out and you see their offense, I would almost guarantee you that there are going to be wrinkles that players from Oregon never saw, right? Because it's going to be something new. It's going to be something from Bo Baldwin, or it's going to be something from a Rashad Samples or a Sean Aguano. This is not just going to be a Kenny Dillingham offense. This is going to be Kenny Dillingham's Arizona State offense.
Yeah, this is going to be a melting pot of a bunch of different things. And it's just with all the talent on the roster and some of the guys that we've talked to in the past couple of weeks and how excited they are. I'm just excited to watch it in fall camp and just see what kind of shit they're gonna pull off. Because these type of offenses are so fun to watch. It's not your West Coast, dink and dunk. We'll just run and run and run. It's fun. Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
And the question that you asked, right, of quite literally, what kind of shit is this team going to pull off? Yeah. It's not just the question that we're asking. It's the question that national media is asking as well. We had the chance to talk with Stewart Mandel a little bit earlier today, and he had some interesting things to say about Arizona State and really what he expects from this season. So this is what Stewart Mandel had to say about Arizona State. What do you think is the outside looking in perspective of Kenny Dillingham and Arizona State this season?
I think they're kind of a mystery team. You have a first-time head coach, kind of a young guy who maybe people outside the Pac-12 don't know much about, and then he's turned over the roster to such a great degree, it's like hard to really even know yet who plays for Arizona State now. So I'm hoping that they do something exciting and we can take notice right from the beginning and that they're a big part of the picture, but it's not surprising that he's being overshadowed in particular by this coach in Boulder, Colorado, who's kind of come in and stolen everybody's thunder.
You bring up Dion. There's a couple first-year head coaches in the pack. Which ones do you think have the highest floor and the lowest ceiling, and kind of where does Kenny fall in between that?
Well, I feel bad for Troy Taylor at Stanford. I think he's got a really, really big rebuilding project ahead of him. So if you said lowest ceiling, it would probably be him. But I think, things never go as predicted. So we're all sitting here at Media Day, and they're showing videos of Michael Penix and Bo Nix, and we know those teams were great last year. Somebody will emerge. One of those top teams will flop, and somebody you're not expecting to emerge will emerge, and it could certainly be ASU.
What did you think of the commissioner's comments earlier today about the media rights deal and kind of where it stands?
I mean, I think at this point, there's nothing he could have gotten up there and said that anybody would have believed, unless it was, we've signed a deal and here are who the networks are and here's how much money it is. I do get the sense from talking to other people around here today that it is nearing the finish line and that they feel pretty good about it, but after a year of presidents, 80s. It's a couple weeks away. It's everybody's just kind of like, we'll believe it when we see it.
So my final question to you is, do you think we're a couple weeks away?
I think it will happen. I mean, I thought it was going to happen before media days. Now I'll say I think it happens before the start of the season because of what you heard him say today. Like, we want to focus on football. Well, that didn't work today. But you definitely don't want this hanging out there once the teams are actually on the field.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, we'll get to the media day or media deal stuff later in the show, I'm sure. But it is really interesting, and something that I thought is going to be true that he pointed out was that there are teams that are going to fail, and there are teams that are expected to be not only Pac-12 title contenders, but there's a couple that could be national title contenders. And in the CFP, your USCs, your Washingtons have really high expectations. And if I'm just going to be honest real quick, I think Washington's the team that's not going to live up to expectations.
Really?
I don't want to say that too loud, but
just got to make sure you look
Huskies around.
No, there are Huskies around.
But if I had to pick one, it's might be that team. But there is going to be teams that don't do as much as they were expected, and on the other side are going to surprise some people. And as he said, why not ASU?
Yeah, absolutely. They call them a little bit of a mystery team, which, again, it is interesting for us to sit back and kind of hear the national media perspective, or even get the chance to ask Kenny a question like, what is the most asked thing every single day, right? Because I feel like we are so just ingrained daily of like, okay, this is the new thing for Arizona State. This is the new storyline. Whereas from a national media perspective, if this is your first or second time really getting the chance to talk to Kenny, you're going to ask about the quarterback competition. You're going to ask what it's like to be back home. But we've heard those answers 1,000,005 times. When Kenny earlier on the big stage said, you're going to come to Arizona State and you're going to have the most fun and you're going to work harder than anybody else in the nation. Sean and I looked at each other because, like, how many times have we heard this? Yeah, exactly.
We've been hearing this for damn near a year at this point.
Since day one, that's what, he was really living on in terms of a mantra and a culture idea of like, hey, if you want to go win football games and have a ton of fun doing it, Arizona State, Tempe is really the place for you. And I think we saw in the spring, like, that's the truth. He's not lying. Like, when he says some of these things, and we sit there, and I feel like national media can sit there, too, and be like, he's full of shit, right? Like, normally you'd be like, oh, yeah, this is coach speak. He's just saying it. I feel like he's yet to say something, and yet, like, he hasn't not delivered on something
Kenny No Cap Dilly. I'm gonna start calling him that.
Kenny No Cap Dilly?
Kenny No Cap Dillingham.
Oh, my goodness.
He doesn't lie. And I remember when we were talking about this earlier in the week.
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably a minute ago, but we were talking about this earlier in the week. Let's go, he's back. We were talking about.
He's gonna hang out here.
Yeah, might as well.
Bet.
We were talking about how what are we gonna expect? Like, what do you think he's going to be like at media day? And I made the joke of his robot. It's like drinking water out of a fire hose. It's like drinking water out of a fire hose. And we just hear the same thing over and over again. And you heard some of that, but it was still nice to see people like really react to what Dilly's like for the first time.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's certainly been an interesting experience here at Media Day. We've got Jalin Conyers back, America's tight end. We'll continue to ask him some questions, but first want to tell you guys a little bit about Circle K. They fueled our journey to Las Vegas, and they'll fuel your journey just about anywhere in America, guys. Stock up at Circle K, America's thirst shop. They have great deals on snacks. Buy Powerade at 4 for $5 and be entered, and you could be one of 10 finalists entered to win a 2023 Ford Big Bend Bronco SUV. You could buy 2, get 1 free Monster Energy drinks. Beatbox Hard Tea, buy 2, get 1 free. We've got those locked and loaded back at Circa.
Dude.
Getting ready for those later on, and make sure
we're getting weird tonight.
You're not missing out on all this great stuff.
I'm missing out.
Right
I gotta go home.
Text PHNX to 31310 to join their SMS subscriber club and get a buy 1, get 1 free offer on 32-ounce Polar Pops. Head to circlek.com/store-locator to find Circle K's near you.
Yeah, Beatbox is tonight, 4 Peaks tomorrow to feel a little better. We got a show in the morning, so
I forgot about that.
Hungover show.
Yeah, might need a little hair of the dog. And what better way to do that than with 4 Peaks, guys? It's the best beer in the valley, and you can get it in Vegas. Guys, check out at 4 Peaks Brew and at 4 Peaks Pub to keep up with the latest at Arizona's hometown brewery. But you got to be 21 years or older to drink 4 Peaks, and please drink them responsibly. Super excited for the show tomorrow. We're going to be coming to you live, I think, at 10 a.m., maybe 11.
Morning time.
Whenever we're up.
11. For sure 11.
5:30 this morning.
Yeah.
Y'all should do an all-nighter.
5:30, and I'm like, wait, so did I.
Y'all should pull an all-nighter.
See, all-nighters are great in theory until, like...
Are they great in theory? I feel like they're not even great in theory.
Yeah, they are, because in theory you can just keep
Hot or not, all-nighters.
I needed a third topic.
I'm getting good at this podcast stuff. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm starting to catch on a little bit.
No,
I ain't gonna lie.
It's good in theory, but then you're at night on the day after you haven't slept.
Why is it good in theory though?
Because,
like what?
Because in theory you can just stay up all night and get X, Y, and Z done. That's in theory.
Yeah, but
what are you getting done at that time of night?
Well,
nothing
good.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing good.
Nothing good happens after 12.
The only all-nighters I've ever pulled were to do homework.
You didn't pull all night as a kid, like playing video games with your friends?
I guess younger, but I mean recently, like like in the last 5 years, 10 years, I've only ever done it for highway.
After 3 a.m. unless you're at Circa.
3 a.m. I thought we're 12. I thought 12 was the correct number to use there.
In theory, again, I'm stuck on the theory because in theory, it's not a good idea because you're going to have to pay for it.
Get unstuck of it.
Get unstuck of it?
Yeah. Stop being so stuck on it.
I can't because you're just
wrong. What are you, Rodney Stuckey?
That was not a good joke. That was terrible.
Really? That
wasn't a good one.
Oh, my gosh.
The toast question?
Oh, yeah, we brought this up. The butter on toast thing.
Oh,
I tried that, by the way. I tried butter on toast.
It was good.
It's all right, yeah. It's
butter on toast. Like, how can you not like? It's butter and toast.
Thank you.
It's like putting butter on bread.
No, but I will die on the hill that jam, jelly, peanut butter, Nutella.
Can someone tell me the difference between jam and jelly, by the way? Because I really don't know the difference.
Can we rewind?
What are we rewinding?
Jalen just said butter on toast. It's like putting butter on bread. That's what you're doing.
Wait, that's what you just said? Exactly like that. Dog.
I know, but I'm saying the same. No. I'm saying the same thing, but like the bread is toasted.
I know,
you know what I'm saying? Okay, listen. I've had a long day, bro. Get off my ass. I've had a long day. Just give me a little bit of a break, please.
What's been the question that has annoyed you the most?
Oh, I can't say it. Oh, actually, I can. What's the question that's annoyed me the most?
Where you just hear it and you're like,
probably the quarterback competition question because they know I'm not going to answer it. Like, bro, like don't ask the question. I'm not going to answer it.
And I feel like,
or how does it feel when you're 3-9? Like, okay, bro, sorry, cool, awesome.
Do they say it like that too? They ask you just like that.
Hey, America's tight end.
Bro, they're just like, I don't know. I feel like they're just supposed to ask those questions, so maybe I'm just being whatever. Yeah. But no,
they do have jobs to do. We do have jobs to do.
Yes, but y'all's job is fun.
Yeah.
You know, you literally talk to everybody. If I say you're in the loop. Oh, I just exposed that the starting quarterback, but you don't.
Totri got.
It's me, really.
Yeah. Totri got some sass.
Well, no, we saw you. We saw you over there.
That game is okay. I can't cuss, but BS. That game is stupid. There's no literally if it's movable, if it's portable, it's not valid. Yeah. There's no way that's gonna work efficiently.
Do it for you. That game is bullshit.
Thank you.
It is.
Thank you.
100%.
I see.
I got a point. Oh no, wait, no, I didn't.
Speaking of, I beat Shane in mini golf. That was true.
Yeah, he did beat you in mini golf.
Yeah.
What were you saying earlier? I was getting sassed.
Totri got sassed by Bo Nix.
I did get sassed by Bo Nix.
Did you really?
Yeah, because I asked Bo if at any point he thought about entering the portal when Kenny left, right? Because he obviously entered the portal when Kenny went to Auburn, or when he went from Auburn to Oregon. And he turns to me, he's like, is that a serious question? That's like a real question? I'm like, yeah, Bo, it's a fucking serious question.
I feel like that's a valid question.
He didn't like that question. It was Oregon all day.
I'd have been like, yes, bro, it's a serious question. You gonna answer or not? If you don't want to be a Sun Devil, you should have been like, you should have been, dude. If you would have let me interview players, bro, that would have been elite content.
I was gonna do that today. I was thinking about doing that today, but you're everywhere.
You have a million things to do.
I know. It's because he's America's tight end.
Okay, bro. See, y'all listen to JC too much because now everybody's saying it. It's just not. It's not how it's supposed to be.
Are you done? You're done with like all the media?
No, I have a couple more, but I had like a 20-minute break, so I just figured I'd come kick it with y'all while I had 20 minutes.
That's fair.
Better than sitting there and not talking to nobody.
Is there a game we could play? Is there a game we could play right now?
No, I want him to try to do a magic trick.
Well, he doesn't know a magic trick.
I could try something. Yeah. I mean, y'all just sit over there and talk, and I'm just going to work on over here.
Come up with your magic
I'm going to work
trick?
on something.
Okay.
What was your least favorite question today?
My least favorite question that was asked today. Ooh.
Least favorite question?
Reoccurring, so it's not like just like
you got asked questions. Don't you ask the questions?
No.
Like people ask me. People ask me questions all the time.
That's what them Colorado people be doing, bro.
Oh no!
They get a big number 2 chain and think they can just touch everything.
Oh no! It ain't all 2 bags and Ralphie.
Oh my gosh! That was I will say, and this is content that's going up on YouTube later, as we've been walking around asking.
Okay, hold on. Before you say this, any Colorado fans are getting by hurt. Listen, me and them are cool, bro.
Dude, they hate our
I'm
show.
just messing around.
They hate us so much.
They hate me.
Why would I apologize to you? You broke it. Yeah, because, like, I don't want y'all to, like, I'm really just joking around. You actually messed some shit up. Like,
He's like, you actually broke this shit.
If I was, like, anywhere fresh right now, I would not be cracking these jokes, but I just don't care no more.
You've lost your mind at this point?
Yes. Like, Saul's right here, and I just wanted to say, F you, babe, he's right here. I can't, bro. Hey, can we make a bet so that if we beat y'all, I get to come on the show and just talk reckless like the day after? I know, but I mean like on the Tucson show.
If ASU wins, then you have to hit a certain stat total.
I get to come on the Tucson show.
He should get a host.
Stop it.
One PHNX Wildcat show.
Please, you gotta let me do it. Oh, dude, this is gonna be so fun.
Touchdown celebrations. I feel
that's fair. Absolutely. Yeah. And I will sit there and I will take it like a man.
touchdown celebrations.
Nothing for Colorado though. No bet at all. Nothing.
Touchdown celebrations.
Touchdown celebration? I have a couple in mind actually.
What do you think about like a? I feel like it would suit you well if you were like lassoing, maybe like
Cowboy.
Yeah, cowboy. I feel like that would work.
That'd be solid. That's a good one. I think the one I did in actually the photo shoot yesterday, I did the LeBron James silencer and it looked pretty cool on camera. I did that one. I'm trying to think. I have a lot in my head, but I also have to take into consideration that I am not in the NFL and I will get flagged.
That's true.
So that is a big part of it because I was thinking about doing some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I really had one. I had what I was going to do for Colorado, but I can't say it.
Wait, you have a special one for Colorado?
I did, but I can't say it. That's yeah, I told y'all. I told Sean.
I got you.
If you know, you know. Shout out Dion though. I really hope he does get better and whatever he's got to do with blood clots. I know that's real. My great grandparents had to deal with that, so I hope he does get better.
That's
Shout
a
out
tough
to him.
situation.
You had McDonald's last night?
Huh?
You had McDonald's last night?
Yes, bro.
Is that the best food you had on the street?
First of all, so it's like 11:30 and we're hungry because
the
Pac-12 food has not been good. That's all I'm gonna say. So it just wasn't great.
Oh yeah, you wanna let him know?
Hey, might need, hey George. Thank you for the note, by the way. I do appreciate that in the hotel room. Thank you. So but yeah, so we got McDonald's at 11:30. What were we talking about? We got McDonald's at 11:30, and bro, y'all got to stop laughing, bro. I went to McDonald's at 11:30 and with JC. And we got it, and we like paid for it and everything. I throw the ticket away because I like look at what my order number is, and I throw it away like anywhere else I go. So I was wearing like Baby Yoda pajama pants, and I had like a regular t-shirt. I had a t-shirt on, so I looked kind of bummy. So then like I went anyway, and we go up to get our food when they called our number, and she's like, I need your receipt, and I was like, I don't have it, and she's like, okay, then you can't have your food, and I was like, what? I just paid for my food, and she was like, how do I know you paid for it? I was like, you think I'm just sitting in McDonald's waiting for food? She's like, yeah, people do it. I was like, okay, well, the order is this, and this. I named it exactly off. She had to go talk to the person that took my order, confirm it was me, and then gave us the order. And at that point, I asked for a sweet tea. She gave me Coke, which it's okay, but like still. And then we got back up to the room at like 11:50. And JC was so tired and just like he was hangry. He's a very grumpy man. JC can be a very grumpy person.
Can I be vulnerable for a second?
Okay.
Vulnerable? Yeah. What are we about to talk about right now?
No, just let him get vulnerable.
Okay, no, go ahead.
Go ahead.
How the hell do you play this game? What is this?
Shadow boxing.
What are the rules?
Okay, so basically you face someone, and you either pick left, right, down, or up. Okay. If you pick down, like when you go, you just got to react. So if I like do this and you go down, I got you. That's one. Okay. So then if you try to go the opposite way, but if you get done the same way 3 times, you lose. You get that's a knockout. Simple. Kind of somewhat simple. Yeah. It's easier to show than actually do it. Yeah.
I was watching you and JC.
But yeah, we did play that, and we did play it last night too. But yeah, he got
he was angry.
Oh no! After he was very upset. He did not get sauce with his chicken nuggets, and he quite literally had a nervous breakdown. It was bad. It was a mental breakdown. It was very bad. He was not happy. He was screaming. He threw his phone. He's like,
where did I tell him you said this?
No, that's okay. He's like, we're really finna raw dog nuggets. Like that was crazy. No, I had to say it. Like, come on now, guys. Come on. No, that's not. I mean, yeah, maybe a little bit. But he said that, and then I started laughing, and then he proceeded to eat the dry nuggets, and then he complained about the fries, and then he ate this chicken sandwich in like 10 seconds, and then that was literally we turned on Ben 10, and we went to bed. That was what our night consisted of last night.
Is McDonald's chicken nuggets, a chicken sandwich, and Ben 10? That was what y'all did last night.
I had chicken nuggets and a quarter pounder, though. A little bit different. And my fries were great.
Yeah.
I can't, dude. I can't do it anymore.
What do you mean?
It's just you bring a different element, Jalin. You should bring a different element.
I bring a very childish element to this show.
Yeah, you're right. Which is kind of crazy considering already.
Drop the snap, man.
Yeah, Jalin, you're unhinged. You're unhinged at this point.
Yeah, today.
With Michael Penix Jr.
Yeah.
You like to get interviewed? Or are you done? You pooped for the day.
He's not even. Not even. Like I will say one of the best things that we have done in terms of like outside content that everybody will get to see later is we've gone around asking players their favorite place to play in the Pac, their least favorite, the Pac-12.
Has anyone said ASU?
In terms of what? Least favorite place or favorite place to play?
Let's say favorite.
Outside of you guys?
No.
No, neither.
Who said? Anyone said least?
No.
No, they said Arizona though.
So that means we're
got
mid-pack
twice.
basically.
Tucson,
So we're in the middle.
Tucson twice. And then my favorite one was when you asked them the Pac-12 Hunger Games question of like which mascot would come out on top.
Dude,
More Sparkies.
we
than
have a pitchfork,
There was
dog.
like 3 Sparkies. But
That's what- wait, what do-
Shador's answer was great. Shador's answer was
What'd
absolutely
he say?
phenomenal. He said Ralphie, and I'm like, okay, why? He's like, because it's alive. And
Okay, if we're basing off that though,
Do you think you could take Ralphie?
y'all call me Ralphie. So which am I going against myself? Like, but honestly, yeah, bro. Do I have a weapon?
No.
no, it's you.
But you gotta realize I'm from Texas. Like, I will wrestle some stuff, bro. I will,
come on, bro.
I will get right.
Just you one-on-one versus Ralphie.
I feel like I have a chance. I'm not gonna say I win, but I might have a chance. Does he have horns?
You don't have a chance.
Does he have horns?
It's Ralphie. I don't know if he has fucking horns.
He doesn't have horns. See, that's an L for him. Like, if he doesn't have horns, he doesn't have
But what are you grabbing onto then?
on his back.
You're gonna start. Never mind.
You
Saved it. I saved it.
You gotta say it now though, because it got caught. He was gonna say you don't say. He's gonna say, "What are you gonna do? Ride it?" Like,
I mean, we did
for sure what he was gonna
I
say.
literally didn't have to do that.
No, we didn't. We could have totally bypassed it, but
Bro,
you had to.
no one's beating Sparky,
Do
bro.
you like Vegas, Jalen?
It's all right. It's cool. It's cool. I like it. I mean, I haven't really like experienced Vegas for what Vegas is supposed to be. Like the first time I came here, I almost died, and the second time.
Wait. What happened the first time you almost came here?
Bro, is JC here? We need to get him over here for this conversation.
right over there.
He's getting interviewed. He's being famous. So the first time when we came and played in the Vegas Bowl in 2021, it was 1 a.m. It was the day before the game, if that makes sense. So 2 days before the game. It was 1 a.m. We were watching we were walking on the strip. It was just me and JC. And I don't remember what we were doing, but we were just walking, and we were like, "Bro, there's a roller coaster." We're like, "Yeah, we gotta get on that. It's New York."
Yeah.
Got on the roller coaster. Great. I actually have a reaction, but I'll show you that later. So he was like, he was kind of tripping before the ride. And I was like, "Bro, we're gonna be fine. It's a roller coaster." Mid-ride, seatbelt comes off. My seatbelt comes off. Mine comes off. Swear to God. Yeah, the thing came off.
God.
Like it unclipped and like came off, and like grabbed it. I grabbed it, and I was like, we were going like up, like nothing crazy. So I grabbed it, and JC like freaked out, put his arm on me. I thought I was dead. I was already praying. Like I was like this, like hanging on, closed my eyes. Made it through the ride. We were okay. And then afterwards, we told the worker, and he's like, "Oh, really?" And we're like, "Yeah." Like I was mad. So then the whole time we walked home, it was just literally like we talked about like. He was like, "Bro, I thought corn, you almost died." And I was like,
New York, New York.
"Yeah, that's serious." And I was like, "That would have been a terrible way. Like, that is just plummeting from a roller coaster. That would have been a terrible way to go out."
Yeah, that's
terrible.
definitely like a bottom tier way to go.
Yeah.
That's
No, it was definitely a crazy moment. And
Anything where you got to think about, dying, not a good way to go.
like, I always wonder, like,
What do
if
you mean
when
you
you're
gotta
on the
think
way
about it?
down, like, if I fell and I was on the way down, like, do I pass out or do I think, "Damn, I wish I would have done this before I died at the time."
I don't think you have the time for that.
I think you can just think, damn.
Or depending on how high you are, like, what if you survive? I don't remember how high it was.
If you fall off the New York roller coaster, you're not surviving.
I want to go ride it again before I leave, but I don't think I'm gonna have time. I need to get back. Like I need to go into it. And, like I'm not scared of you, but I'm scared right now. But like I feel like if I got there, yes, but I almost died.
Would you ever go on the rides at the Stratosphere?
Oh heck no.
Yeah,
not too high, bro.
Yeah.
No, you're good. I'm good. I love roller coasters. That's too high.
No, we should do that and then ask you questions while we're doing it.
While I'm on the roller coaster.
Well, those aren't really roller coasters up there. They're more like rides. Right?
Yeah.
Like the one that
it's
hangs
fair.
off, and there's one that like it takes you out, and then the floor opens, and then you're spinning like above open Las Vegas.
Nah,
And
I'm
then
good.
the one that just shoots you.
I got on
straight
the
up.
big old. I did the big. What's it called? The merry-go-round. Not merry-go-round. What am I talking about? Ferris wheel.
There you go.
Oh my gosh, I'm on one. Yeah,
The big merry-go-round.
the big merry-go-round. Yeah, no, the Ferris wheel.
Nickname.
The merry-go-round?
The big merry-go-round.
That's what you're going to call me? What is that a nickname for?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
I call Saul the big merry-go-round. That'd be solid. That'd be a solid nickname. I'll try to think. What?
What were we
All
talking
right,
about?
perfect. We got 7 minutes. We got 7 minutes, so
7 minutes.
what do we want to talk about for 7 minutes? Besides Burrito Express.
I mean,
we can talk about Burrito Express.
Card tricks.
Like, if you want some Jalin Conyers stickers, do they got EK stickers too?
They do have EK stickers as well.
I mean, check out
They do.
Burrito Express.
What's
Yeah.
EK doing? Is he running just like that?
No, I think it's kind of. It's kind of similar. I think it's just him, but it's him in the maroon jersey.
Dude, my favorite Burrito Express anything was EK. I think Burrito Express posted it of like a graphic,
him catching
the
the football?
promo, but
Catching the burrito?
Yeah,
Oh, the
and
burrito,
the,
yeah.
the no context college football
Yeah.
tweeting out just the Burrito Express.
Yeah, him
ad
catching the
with
burrito.
EK
Yeah, that's
catching out a
hilarious.
Burrito.
No, that was for sure hilarious.
Oh my
No.
gosh! Look, have you? One of the first questions that we ever asked you was your dream NIL deal. And you said it was Texas Roadhouse. To this day, is it still Texas
Absolutely,
Roadhouse?
and they were actually about to get that done. Crazy
Are
enough.
you
Yeah,
serious?
absolutely. Yeah, they want me to like sign a jersey, and we're gonna put it up, and I get to eat and stuff. It's gonna be fantastic.
Look at
Free
PHNX
dinner rolls all the time.
I had-
PHNX dinner rolls.
Yeah.
PHNX Sun Devils,
Yeah,
man. That's how
son.
we make magic happen.
I had Texas Roadhouse like a week ago.
Oh, it hits, bro. Yeah, it hits. I ain't gonna lie. Nah, that's cray. Who
you
should I have
cook?
on the show next? Oh, Duh. Boy, I'm from Texas. You don't know me.
Oh yeah, who do we get next on the High Point?
I don't know. Who should we have next? Bro, I literally, so
Trevor's
funny
in the
enough, EK's mom was literally at the facility, and she's like, I always wonder why you hadn't out an EK on the show yet. I was like, she's like, oh, I didn't know. It's just because every time you asked him, he was like, I can't. I was like, yeah. I was like,
Why can't he? Why does he say no?
He's just a busy man, bro. He's famous, bro.
He is famous.
Like, bro,
more
he
famous
dri-
than you.
Yeah, he is. Oh, there's a lot of people more famous than me.
Who's the most famous person in your phone? I'm gonna give you a second try at this.
Sophie Cunningham, WNBA player for the Phoenix Mercury. JC,
There you go.
we're talking about our roller coaster incident. So if you want to give some more background on that, we can talk about it. Yeah, no, come talk about it.
And speaking of somebody who's more famous than you.
Yeah,
JC
speaking
is
of-
definitely more famous than me
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
absolutely.
Do you see his tennis chain? Like, look at that.
He called you a grumpy boy, is what he called you.
Sometimes, yeah,
Yeah.
because you were hangry last night. You know what I'm saying?
He said that to
I know.
Hey, Jalen, always a pleasure.
Oh my
It's always a
gosh.
pleasure being here. Tune in to the High Point at
America's
6 p.m.
tight
on
end.
Wednesdays. Thank
America's tight end. ladies and
America's
gentlemen.
tight
you. Thank you again to the Colorado lady for breaking our thing.
All right, we got Jordan Clark setting up right here. I mean, Jordan, before we get into anything football related, anything media day related,
Yeah.
tell us about this Nuggets story that happened
Yeah.
last night, man.
Bro, so Corner and I look out the window. We see the McDonald's down there, obviously. We got to go take a trip. We go in there. It's chaos, man.
Were you
know?
wearing pajamas too?
Yes, I was in my pajamas.
okay.
We were both in our pajamas. And you walk in, there's chaos, Ice cream machine's broken, as
course,
always.
of
Sign of a
course.
good McDonald's. We get our order. The lady didn't want to give it to us because we threw our receipt away. She gave us somebody else's drink. All is well. All is fine. We walk back up to the room. We're so geeked about our food. We get there and we start passing the food out and look at the bottom of the bag and there's no sweet and sour sauce, man. And it was just a truly devastating moment. It wasn't good for the program at all.
What's good for
And
the program?
yeah, it hurt.
Is your phone okay?
Yeah, my phone's okay. My phone's okay. I actually threw it on a soft surface.
That's good.
So everything's fine, yeah.
But yeah, he said you guys ate your McDonald's and then watched Ben 10.
We did watch Ben 10. I Chromecasted it from my phone onto the TV. It was an awesome night.
What's the outside of Ben 10? What's your favorite cartoon TV show growing up?
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
That's an elite one.
Dude, did that used to
Yeah.
scare the shit out of you though?
No.
Really?
No, bro. I don't know. I always identify with. He's just such a thug, man.
Yeah.
Like, the things he did for love,
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
The episode about the slab, the dude standing outside was like,
Oh,
"Return-"
no. That didn't scare me, but the Freaky Fred episode did low-key
Yeah.
trip me out a little bit. He was alarming. Yeah.
That's crazy how y'all remember these episodes. I do
Well,
not.
that
remember.
one stuck
I
with
didn't.
me.
I didn't watch Courage the Cowardly Dog like that, at all.
Yeah, bro. I watched this 2 days ago, though. So this is like a childhood thing.
I know,
Yeah.
absolutely,
What
absolutely.
are your thoughts on Vegas? Do you like it here?
I enjoy Vegas. I enjoy the UFC and all the
Yeah.
fights and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And I'm here with my dad a lot for that. So that's cool. I'm not much of a play the slots or roulette guy, though. So I'm definitely a show and fight guy, though.
What's
for
the
sure.
coolest venue you've seen a fight at?
Oof. I would probably either Barclays in Brooklyn. That one was really cool. I went to the Gervonta Davis fight there. That one was dope. Or here at T-Mobile.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
That's got to be electric, man.
Yeah, it's insane. And it's two totally different environments
Yeah.
also.
You're
Yeah.
on top of them at T-Mobile.
Yeah, and the little suite. And then whenever we go to boxing matches, it's on the floor, but it's insane, bro.
Yeah. In terms of
So you're famous, is what you're saying?
No, I'm not famous.
Okay.
I just hang out with a famous guy.
In terms of Pac-12 Media Day, what has been kind of really the highlight for you?
I would say getting to interact with some of the other guys from around the conference. You don't really get to see them when everybody's helmets are on and you're trying to kill each other. So, kind of getting to interact with those guys and, really just talk. We have so many similarities. We all go through a lot of the same stuff. So to get to share those stories, man, different perspectives on the games we've had against each other, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Who do you think's going to be worse off without their phone at Camp T, you or Corn?
Corn.
Okay.
Corn is the social media man. Yeah,
he's famous.
He's the guy. He's famous.
Yeah,
he's famous. He has his own podcast. How can you podcast with no reception?
TikTok dances,
Yeah, 100. He made a TikTok yesterday. Did you guys see it?
No.
It's probably already viral.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's so famous.
Yeah, he's absurdly
It's
famous.
crazy.
He has a chain with his number
America's tight end.
Who are you?
Truly.
Who are you most concerned about not having their phone on the team?
Who, Corn's pretty social, so I won't say Corn. Vibe. Dre.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, Dre. Dre is gonna hurt without his phone. We're gonna have to, watch him, make sure everything's okay. But yeah, probably Dre.
Who's going to thrive?
Who's gonna thrive? I think I'm gonna do well without my phone. Yeah, I think disconnecting and not having to talk to anybody is gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah. And I mean, you've done Camp T before. So what was it like for you to kind of hear that tradition was coming back to Arizona State?
I can't say I was super excited, but I can't say I was super excited, but I am happy that I've been and I know what to pack. Yeah. For 3 days, I'm gonna pull up with 2 suitcases full of stuff. So yeah.
I bet Kenny's got some stuff planned. Stuff.
He's a diabolical human.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. He scare you a little bit?
Bro, he's a diabolical human, fam. You just never know what he's gonna do. He's a complete wild card.
So Jalin said he's got pranks planned. Do you think that Kenny's got pranks planned?
100%. Yeah. 100%. He's like, bro, hang out with Coach Dillingham, like you literally never know what's gonna happen at all. Yeah.
That's what I'm excited to see for fall camp, because when we got to spring and he did all the little different things, right? Bring out the competitions, the one-on-ones, bring out the basketball hoop. Like, has he given you guys any idea? First off, is any of that going to be coming back in the fall, or is it going to be more like, okay, it's time to buckle up, like we've got games, or is it just going to be kind of the same thing that we saw in spring, or maybe elevate it? Has he given you any idea of, like, that's going to happen again?
Man, it's going to be the same. He's the same guy all the time. I think he really, we really do focus on, making, the process of working, fun. You know what I'm saying? And making the process of becoming great fun and enjoying that. And I think that whenever you do that, that's what creates opportunity to actually be great. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to be himself all the time, super genuine, super authentic, excited for it.
Yeah. What's a competition that you hope that he brings out that you would just dominate in?
Dude, the reverse one-on-ones. They were so lucky that I wasn't healthy to play.
Who do you want to see on the other side?
Dre. And Dre knows this. Dre and I have had this conversation since we were freshmen. Dre cannot check me. Make sure you guys are there that day, because we need to put this on Corn's social media so it can go viral. Yes, this has to be on the Corncast.
Absolutely here for it. It is Friday, which means it is time for Hot or Not.
Okay.
So, have you haven't played Hot or Not with us, I don't think. Have you before?
I don't believe I have.
Okay, so super simple. Sean's going to give us some topics here, and then usually what this turns into is us arguing about, is this specific thing hot or is it not?
All right, bet. I'm with it.
So, Sean, first topic.
All right. You kind of touched on it already, but I just, in general, hot or not, pranks, both pulling pranks and being pranked. Are you pro pranks if there's a risk of you being pranked, or are you out?
No, not cool at all.
Not like them pranks?
No,
you're not a prankster, not even a little bit?
Fan. No. Not at all.
Have you been pranked badly? Are you
No,
scarred?
my friends know I do not play like that at all. Yeah, I am not.
So you're not worried at Camp T?
The best part about Camp T is that after they prank me, we're gonna put on helmets and shoulder pads.
Yeah, fair.
And we can figure it out.
He's got a list. He's got a list.
100%. But I don't really get involved in all that too much.
If I'm nothing, I'm but a man that loves shenanigans. So I'm all about pranks. I love it. Just give me something different every day.
I'm torn, because I love being a part of a good prank. Like, I tried to prank y'all on April Fools, and Saul just didn't let it happen. But when a prank is pulled on me, I get like mad.
Yes.
I'm not like, oh, that was good. I'm like, I'm upset.
Yes.
So for that reason, I'm gonna say not hot. I fucking hate pranks.
Didn't we act like we got fired?
Yes, we actually did.
Yeah. I was here for a solid month. And that was just when we got the OGs partnership. So I tried that. And
high as hell.
8 minutes in, the OGs hits. I'm like, oh shit. Okay, let's do a show. Lock in. Saul comes in. You.
While we're live.
Get out of here.
Oh my
Fucking
gosh.
come here. Let's talk. What did you? I can't believe you
And then
uploaded
he
that.
screams at us.
I'm just
in the
like
other
sitting
room.
there like, and I've been here for a solid month. I didn't know what was about to happen. Yeah, fuck that. That's messed. Prank's not hot.
Yes,
Okay.
at
Not
all.
hot.
Moving on. This was going to be a lot funnier when Jalin was standing right here, but
He's
I
right
would,
there.
I would argue that the two most famous people here have custom chains with their number on it.
Yes.
So hot or not, just custom chains.
Hot.
I feel like you have to say.
Yeah, that's tough. Custom chains are tough for sure. Respect.
Like the really, I don't want to say gaudy, but like the really complicated
Dude,
ones.
give me shit that spins.
Like Ronald Acuna had one that was of him.
Yeah,
that's hard. I'm with all that
But
Flavor Flav
have
shit.
you have to be a certain level of a person
Yes.
to be able to have
You
a
have
custom.
to have the confidence as a person.
Yeah. You can't be like a funny man with like a big old chain
Yeah, like,
at all.
like
Yeah.
I wear a chain. I'm gonna look crazy.
It might be tough though. It might be tough. You get one with like a cool stash chain.
Yeah, like that Seth Rogen drip.
Yeah, no, like a cool stash
Yeah.
chain. That'd be hard. Bro.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah.
tough.
Who's a coach that could pull off a custom chain and then one that couldn't?
Whew, like on our staff or just in the
Yeah.
pack.
Let's go staff first.
Yeah.
On our Coach Ward. Coach Ward could pull
Yeah,
off a chain
yeah.
for sure. Coach Ward is an absolute
What would it
thug.
say?
What would it say? B
Chaos.
Ward D Cord. Yeah. That's fire. That's fire.
That is fire.
That's fire on me. And a guy on staff who couldn't. I couldn't see Coach Iguana wearing an Ohana chain. I just simply don't think that would work.
No, but I feel like the Ohana chain by itself is a great idea.
But it would have to be like something like chill or just like a lay maybe with it on there. But I couldn't see him with something like big or anything.
What do you think of like turnover chains and like turnover things that like they do after they get a turnover?
I think it's cool. I think new traditions are dope. You know what I'm saying? I'd be too excited. I'd just be screaming and running around and stuff whenever I make a play. So they probably wouldn't even be able to put one on me.
I'm gonna say, I'll say it's hot.
Yeah.
Neither one of us is on that level to rock one of those, but sure. What's the final topic?
Final topic: the Stanford tree as a mascot. He's a pretty unique mascot. He's got no arms.
That shit is trash, man.
Yeah,
Thank you. That's absolutely the right answer. Who were we talking to earlier that was shitting on Stanford? Cam Rising.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, dude, fuck the Stanford tree. I don't know what they were trying to do with that. It's just an awful mascot.
And it's mind-boggling because they're so smart.
Yeah.
And they thought that shit was going to work.
They're too smart because they change the type of tree every so often, like every year.
Yeah.
Like 1 year it's a fir, and the other year it's a pine.
Do they really?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
they build a tree every year.
Do they think that the type of tree is going to change the way we receive that?
When we showed up at the Pac-12 tournament, it was some crazy looking thing.
Yeah, like they make them by hand every year, it seems like. So they're different kinds of trees, different patterns, different materials.
Yeah, they put all their money in academics, man.
Also, I feel like that mascot, the way they do it, like if you're gonna make something that dumb, you have to lean into its stupidity.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
I feel like they try and walk
Like Gritty.
Yeah, they try and walk the line.
They take themselves too seriously.
Yeah, they're like, this is like, we know it's not the most serious mascot, but like, it's cool. It's all right. You could see the fucking person in the costume.
That's why it kind of freaks me out. Like when it dances on the court, it's like, and you see the guy in there.
Yeah, it's alarming, bro.
Yeah,
it's like, don't hug me, I'm scared.
Yeah.
It's like, don't hug me, I'm scared, bro, for real.
Dude. Oh my God. Talk about things that scare the shit out of me. It's the Stanford tree in that video. Oh my God.
Wow, bro.
Oh my gosh. Jordan, before we get out of here, my last question to you is, why have you been dodging us on the sticks?
Yeah.
On what you mean?
Madden, man.
On Madden?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's really whatever. Okay. I know where y'all be at. I came on the corn cast. You know what I'm saying? I come over there. We get it done.
All right. We're trying to set up a ASU Madden tournament.
Okay.
Corn, Trenton, Coben. DeCarlo said something about it.
You gotta get Chris.
Chris?
You gotta get Chris Edmonds.
Okay.
Chris is real.
Edmonds. How many is that? 7, 8?
We'll figure it out.
All right.
Chris is most dedicated.
Really?
He is like absurdly dedicated.
You play UFC?
Do I play UFC? A little bit. I'm with that too, though, for sure.
Okay.
But to see UFC frustrates me because it's not realistic, and that really bothers me. That really bothers me. It makes me want to fight for real.
All right, that's Jordan Clark, Arizona State defensive back. Thanks so much, man.
Appreciate you, gang.
Wait, before you get any magic check, we've asked. Kenny disappeared on us, so he didn't do it.
With the cards.
And Jalin.
You got anything crazy?
Jalin pulled out the cards and then put them right back in.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I can't do that.
He's gonna disappear like
I
Kenny
got concussions, bro. That's too much for me.
I respect the honesty, man. I respect the honesty. Thanks again.
Of course, I appreciate y'all.
Oh, man. Guys.
They got some good personalities on this football team.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you kidding me? And that's just, I mean, the two best ones. Jalin Conyers, Jordan Clark. Guys.
They're both really famous, too.
They are really famous.
Yeah, like,
Jordan Clark is more famous, though,
I was sweating that whole time. I'm really nervous. Like, my heart, bum, ba da ba ba.
That's what it does?
Yeah, I've got
Can you do that one more time for me? Just like a bum, ba da ba. Okay. My heart does that every time I see the new Shady Rays that they have in store. Guys, you can shop the entire collection at their brand new location, the Kierland Commons. A full-stop shop for all things Shady Rays. If you don't love your Shady Rays, exchange for a new pair or return them for free within 30 days. There's no risk when you shop. Their team always has your back. And exclusively for our listeners, Shady Rays is giving out their best deal of the season. Go to shadyrays.com and use code PHNX for 50% off 2+ pairs of polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 250,000 people.
Love it. Love the Shady Rays. They're necessary when we're at Stadium Swim. I mean, it's gosh darn 200 degrees back home. It's gosh darn 200 degrees here. So Shady Rays are needed. But, you know, like being at sports books is elite.
Yeah.
But you know what else is elite? Making bets from your bed.
You go.
Just wake up, make a couple bets, and do that on BetMGM. Guys, right now, log into BetMGM and play the MLB free-to-play game, Swing for the Fences, from the 27th, now, to September 7th. Be a batter and pick an area of the strike zone. Depending on the area of the strike zone you pick, you will get a single, double, triple, or a home run or a pop out if you're Sean, and receive the prize associated with that type of hit. Just kidding, Sean doesn't pop out. You can play that once a day, and prizing must be used on the MLB and expires within 24 hours. And if you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, use that bonus code PHNX. There's a few different offers depending on where you live. Before our Arizona audience, place your first bet offer and receive up to $1,000 back in bonus bets if it loses with BetMGM. Again, just make sure you use that bonus code PHNX. Check out the show notes for full details. And now listen to me talk about the disclaimer.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Colorado, D.C., Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Louisiana, Maryland, Mississippi, New Jersey, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Wyoming. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369 New York. Call 1-800-327-5050 Massachusetts. 21 plus to wager. Please gamble responsibly. Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP Arizona. 1-800-522-4700 Nevada. 1-800-BETS-OFF Iowa. 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help Michigan. 1-800-981-0023 Puerto Rico. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. U.S. promotional offers not available in D.C., Kansas, Nevada, New York, or Ontario.
Guys, that is going to do it for this afternoon show. We appreciate everybody for hopping in. Leave a like on your way out, and be sure to give us a follow over at PHNX_Sun Devils. We're going to be live, still from Las Vegas, Saturday morning, and we're going to break down everything that we heard, get more into Arizona State and Pac-12 football. Again, follow us, PHNX_Sun Devils. You can follow me at Anthony_Totri. You could follow the man to my left, Shane Diefenbach.
Yeah.
The big pokey at Shane Dief.
Yeah. I'm going to delaying the end of the show as always. I just want to say thank you to the production crew.
Yes, absolutely.
For helping us out. Thank you to DNVR for letting us use their table. Thank you to the ASU PR and the ASU players for stopping by and helping us get all the great stuff. And yeah, we got a lot more in store for you guys. So tune in tomorrow, I think 10 a.m. and we're going to be live at some point. So
stay locked in, guys.
Stay locked in.
Have a great rest of your Friday. Peace.